So let's say I give you $1 million, right? And then you turn around and I've created a campaign that's going to cost you $5 million.
What do you mean? Explain.
Just what the fuck I said.
I'm curious.
I give you $1 million. Album 1. Then I turn around and because I gave you that $1 million, you went and bought your house, down payment, got your nice car, right? You're a kid from the projects, right? Got a chick pregnant, you living comfortable. I gave you $1 million.
Right.
Come the next album, I do some shit that costs you $5 million.
You do? Like the person who gave the $1 million?
Yeah.
So like Dre does, okay.
I do some shit that costs you $5 million.
What was that?
Hold on. Turn the budget off. We're not releasing any songs. No radio budget.
But why?
No studio budget.
Because of 50?
Because G-Unit and 50 Cent had a stronger ground in the building. So what does Jeremy do? Jeremy and his manager, they go to the studio.
Hold on, pull that mic over here so you have...
Look. Jeremy...
Switch with me real quick. Sorry.
Jeremy and his manager, right? You go to the studio, hit the lab, get your own production going on, and from that comes one blood. You spend your own money at radio, you push it out. The motherfucker catches. What does the label have to do?
They have to get behind you. You always have to chase a record. There's no question. I remember when I went in there with Party Rock.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
When you were calling the label, they said, budget's not there. We got to revisit. I need to go to the studio. Can't open the budget.
That's how it always works.
Right?
Yeah.
So now one blood takes off. Right? So they get behind the single.
That record was crazy. One blood.
They get behind the single.
I love that record.
All the work of The Game
Yep.
and Jimmy Henchman.
Yep.
That's the boss right there.
Get behind the single, but they still don't want to release the album budget. Right?
What did y'all do when that happened?
Game went and created the movement.
Yep.
G.U. Not got his team together, hit the streets. You know, back then the street team shit, the street president.
Yeah, I remember that sticking the whole fucking neighborhood.
Right? Okay, so now let's fast forward 8 albums later. First album, you gave me some assistance. Second album, which you gave me, you tried to take away times 5.
Yep.
8, 9 albums later, still no assistance.
All because of 50 in the building.
And then Kanye pops up one day and
Gives
hey
you
man,
a
let's go in the lab and work.
Yep.
So in a matter of 2 weeks, go in the lab, work.
And y'all did that. You released that independently, though, right?
Yeah, through TuneCore.
I mean, let's talk about this. So you released a record with Kanye West in The Game independently.
Through TuneCore, yeah.
Who's ever done that? Like, who's actually ever done? That's like releasing. That's like releasing a Jay-Z record.
And I'm charting
with
on
nobody.
radio. I'm charting on radio. I'm. Everything is. You know what I'm saying?
But how's that allowed? Like.
What do you mean? How's that allowed? How's that
Well,
not
you know,
allowed?
we're independent.
Oh, okay.
I've always been independent.
Yeah, and Kanye's
I do my
independent
distro.
too.
But no,
Yeah, Kanye's album's done.
Kanye did the record for us.
Yeah.
Right? Again, Game's point. Right?
So Game basically walked in with a record and said, hey, this record's a smash. And they were like,
Hit the
yeah.
rec- well,
and you're like, fuck it. We're just going to
Said
go out
come
and do
to
it
the
ourselves.
studio. Boom, this is what I want to go with. Kanye mixed it.
Fire.
Mike Dean, Hit Boy,
Sauce
Wow.
Duke, what you call it? Put the scratches on it. What's my guy on the wild?
Got Storage?
No. Boy, brain dead.
Yeah, because there was like.
From the East Coast, he put the scratches on it. I don't know how it went. Everybody knows it'll come to me. He's named on the album.
DJ, right? He was just.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, need to come out. So I got on the phone. I attempted to call the label that I do business with. And they told me, it takes us 10 days. 10 days.
10 days? You talk.
Not going to happen. I do what I do, get on the phone, make my contacts, do what I do. My wife, she has a relationship with TuneCore. It's really
Female-driven company.
female-driven.
I didn't even know that until I got to business with them.
And
They really run it female-wise.
Yep.
we upload it. that morning at 6:30.
And Kanye's like, go ahead, no problem.
Oh, Kanye and Game's done. They're on the whatever the fuck they're doing. They're still in the lab working.
Yeah.
Once they pass it to me, they're not concerned about my job.
Yeah.
Like I'm not concerned about their job.
Straight up.
I'm not concerned about what they're doing in that lab. They know what they're doing in the lab. Once they pass it, it's on me to do my job.
Crazy.
However, it got to come out. So what I did is I got with TuneCore, and I told them, look, I only want to unlock it to Spotify.
Smart.
That's actually pretty genius.
Like what? I said yes. So I'm hoping Spotify sees it. So what TuneCore did, they went and did a bunch of advertising.
They threw a bunch of marketing ads behind it.
Right?
That was smart of Andrew.
Spotify's on top of their job. Carl Cherry's on top of his job and his
Carl,
team.
He's not missing that shit.
No, I'm going to tell you why he's on top of his job.
You called him, right?
No, I never called him.
You didn't even call him?
I didn't talk to Carl.
You just released a record and he was like, oh, wait, we're the only one to have it?
When they went in to see it, I guess they're doing their due diligence.
Yeah.
Carl team, I guess Heavy has his team structured every morning, whatever the fuck. Maybe they're watching the ads or whatever. They go in and they see, well, it's available for Spotify and nobody else.
Yeah, of course.
Now you got two people who kind of understand each other. He looks and sees the label, 100 ENT, right? Mm-hmm. And Numinati, right, which is Game shit, right? So he knows my shit, right? And he knows Game's pushing this Numinati shit, right?
Yeah.
So he don't see nothing else. So I'm thinking, I'm guesstimating. In Carl's mind, Games, he's like, they only made it available to me. That's a gesture of respect.
Right.
Of course.
I don't
Can I
know.
tell you how fucking brilliant that
I
is?
don't know if he sees it yet. But I knew that night when I woke up and I was number 2 on Rap Caviar.
Yeah, yeah.
So the team must have saw it and respected that they gave us an exclusive.
They were like, yo, here's what they thought. They were like, okay, they just brought us Kanye West in Game and only put it out on Spotify. So Carl,
It unlocked the next 24 hours
Yeah.
to everybody else. But it was at the time when you went to TuneCore, only Spotify could grab it. And I did that hoping.
have you met Jeremy yet? The global head of music over there yet?
I haven't met him.
I'm going to introduce you right now.
I did that hoping, like, as anybody have a team, you probably tell your team, look, every morning, go over there, see what's available. Don't
Yeah, of
forget
course.
about the little guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And they seen the shit. And they like, yo, it's only unlocked to let me. And they, as a gesture of respect, it was like we were talking to each other through our actions.
Yeah.
When I woke and I looked and saw, I'm like, I'm number 2 behind. We're behind Gunna and Drake.
Yeah.
I can respect that, right?
Of course, of course.
Number 2 behind that.
I'm on an email chain with Jeremy early. Just to introduce you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So
I'm going to put
No,
you on
it
an
worked
email
out.
chain right now with Jeremy, who's the global head of music.
great.
He's incredible. Like, Carl's obviously incredible, Urban, but
Right.
Jeremy's such a, I mean, he runs the global.
No, that's great.
But you need to know him too. But like that right there, that's
See, I'm glad you're saying this, right? Are we recording this?
yeah,
I was just telling somebody. They was like,
brilliant.
Wack, you don't care about losing the people that's supposed to be your friends in the streets? I said, bro, as long as I'm substituting them with new friends in corporate America, I don't give a fuck.
Let me just be very clear.
I'm just being real.
I'm gonna make a statement
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna make a statement that I feel like you're gonna agree with.
Yeah, like-
When you spend your entire life in the street and you start becoming successful, your goal is not to go back to the street and die there. Your goal is to flourish and take your people with you, and hopefully the people you bring with you can
Jeremy,
flourish with you.
Let's get one thing straight. My daughter, we ain't gonna talk about my son, who's 10 years older than my daughter.
Yep. Did you put them on through?
She'll be 18 this year, right?
Put your email in there real quick.
She'll be 18 this year, right?
Yep.
We put my email, my number, my email.
Email.
Right. Email.
My daughter has never had a sidewalk in front of her house.
Right.
I haven't been subject to the fucking streets, right, in a long time. I do that when
What would you like me to say?
I want to do it.
Hey, this is WACK.
And then let's keep it real, right? Let's keep it all the way real. Where we're at in music, and I tell a lot of these artists, don't get caught up in you need street cred. Listen, bro. These kids, they on these phones.
You're right.
They don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
If you need street cred and you coming up,
ain't no bitches come out when people are shot.
and you
no
want to
music, slow motion,
avoid
like none of that.
the OG dude with the long fingernails is fucking brown, and because you had to come tell him you want to shoot a video over here, and he's making it seem like he's doing something for you so he can have his hands in you, let me tell you what to do. You go find you a green screen. You get in front of this green screen. You do your shots. You know the homeboys are out at 3:30 in the park. You go get your little nerdy dude, put a drone up. Fly it over the park, different angles, drop it. They're going to say, look, it's the fucking police, y'all. Right? You take your green screen, you put your projects, you put the motherfucking block, you put whatever you want right there, and then you drop in the motherfucking shots from the drone of the homies in the park. The people in Germany and Europe and every fucking where else, they gonna say, hey, he's official, because that's all you really need. Because let's be real, if the OG has no social media presence, they don't know who the fuck he is anyway.
Let me ask you this.
It's not. He can go in there and say, hey, Lil D-Dog ain't shit. He got 12 followers. It don't matter. But you take that video, make sure you do the right thing with YouTube, get the correct ads, the right positioning, and Lil D-Dog gonna get big.
Let me ask you this.
Digital is the new street credibility.
100%.
Y'all don't need that shit.
It took me a while to understand why you was on Clubhouse. It really took me a while to understand that.
You don't understand.
No, I totally understand that.
So you think you figured me out?
No.
You know it's been a long time since the white man can figure out the brother.
No. So it took me a long time.
Let me hear this shit.
To understand, I was like, yo, why is Wack spending so much fucking time on Clubhouse? And you don't realize it until you click on his profile and he's got 100,000 people. And no, for real, 100,000 motherfuckers on Clubhouse. Now, listen, I had like 12,000, but I'm not, he is Clubhouse. Here's the thing. Here's what you gotta understand. On Instagram, that ain't shit. But when you're on like Clubhouse, those are voices who talk with you. That's like controlling a whole fucking 10, 40, 50 city blocks. Like, put it this way. If you was to take that traffic and put him in New York, he would be the kingpin of the entire block. You understand? That's 100,000 soldiers. Do you understand? Who literally listened to him every time. And I'm like, wait, I don't understand. Like, why? And then I realized.
Why? Because I'm supposed to be gangster?
No. Yo, because
you don't get that I get it.
No, I know you get it. I just didn't know it for a second, because like, yo, people like, honestly, when we first go into an argument,
I'm the reason
I was
why
scared
the
as fuck.
street dudes who been saying, yeah, man, that motherfucker be on social media. I had a dude tell me 2 days ago. I went in the room. They like, yeah, I'm OG such and such, right? I said, okay. He said, yeah, I just want to know, now you know fucking with me, you better be ready. He said, I want to know, homie, because I'm a gangster. I done walked 9 prison yards, you know. I want to know why you be all on social media, you know, talking and shit. I said, well, the same reason why you on social media right now talking and shit. Why are you here? You know why you here? Because you're saying, if he can do it, I can do it. But see, your problem is, you think these youngsters want to hear about back in 1984, we did this. Back in 87, when we did that.
They're there to be entertained.
Give a fuck about
They're there
that.
to be entertained.
See,
it's like a real life TV show.
My street name that's in the gang file and the prison file.
You have 3 different names, you told me, right?
It's not WACK100. WACK100 is my entertainer's name.
This is blowing my mind right now, by the way.
If the LAPD pulled me over right now and pulled my shit up, it's not going to say WACK100. WACK100 has never committed a felony, been to prison, or in handcuffs a day in his WACK100 life. So when the streets say, yo, WACK100, why are you this? That's like asking Denzel why the fuck he played the cop in this movie, and then why the fuck did Vin Rames play this role in Pulp Fiction, and What do you mean? Whack 100 is
What y'all don't really understand is that WACK is actually. You're not understanding. WACK is actually a genius.
Now, where did Whack
took me a while
100
to
come
understand
from? DJ K Slay told me, hey, man, you need to get on this new shit called Instagram. Hey, Slay, fuck that shit. I'm a gangster. I ain't getting on no fucking Instagram. Yo, man, try it. Let me help you set it up. He's on the phone with me. He's in New York. I'm at the crib out here. I go, he's like, yeah, put your name in. I put Whack. It said, not available. I put Whack 1. It said, not available. I put Whack 10. It said, not available. I put Whack 100. The motherfucker said,
That's where the name came.
available.
That's where the name came
I
available.
would have fucked around and been Whack 1000, goddammit. I would just go keep adding zeros. Right? I had the thought to put Whack 101, right?
Let me ask you this though.
That's where it came from.
Do you ever get like because like you're actually a pretty good guy. Like you're a good fucker. I like you a lot, man. And like my wife likes you. She's like, yeah, you need to, I like you a lot. Do you ever get worried? Because there are some motherfuckers out there who are really crazy, who want to fight with you in Clubhouse.
Yeah, I know.
You never get like worried about
But
running
see,
into those guys.
That's
My only concern is that these people might take this shit.
That's where Whack. That's where Lil Whack.
That's your son, right?
No. That's my brother's Big Whack. Rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's where Lil Whack kicks in. He's
That's
always here. So see, I can adapt and adjust. I think.
But you're too
I
big
think
of a
the part of
personality
me-
to be a part of that
No,
anymore.
I think the part of me that other people lack that's from the streets is that they are who they are. They're one-dimensional, right?
Because you could talk shit with
Put
the
me in a
best of them,
church
dog.
congregation, I can have a conversation with them. You put me in front of a bunch of fucking bums, I can have a conversation with them. You put me in front of a bunch of convicts in jail right now, I can have a conversation with them. A bunch of juvenile delinquents, I can have a conversation with them. You put me in front of a crowd of the LGBTQ, I can have a conversation with them. You say, Whack, the meeting's on the 50th floor with a bunch of moguls. You put me in front of Elon Musk, it's been proven. I can have a conversation with him.
What do you mean been proven?
I mean, bro,
It's been proven.
He's been around. He's been around Elon.
I spent like 6,
Elon.
7 hours with him,
Nice.
having a conversation.
6-7 hours with Elon.
100%
That's crazy.
like on his
Great
jet,
guy.
like him and Kanye.
Like, shout out like
What's that like?
Elon.
Tell him about his jet. He's got a
I'm
jet.
gonna tell you
He's got like
what
an Iron Man
I
jet.
loved about Elon. The fact that if he didn't tell you or you didn't know who he was, you wouldn't have known it.
Yep.
Dude is so
Down to earth.
down to earth. He allowed me because I was at, SpaceX in Brownsville, not
Oh, no way.
fucking Carson or whatever.
Yeah.
We're in Brownsville.
Yeah.
Elon sends his jet, pick us up in Austin.
How fast is that
Right.
jet, by the way?
That motherfucker was up in 3 seconds, bro. Fucking wings. This shit was fast. Like,
Yeah.
it was fast.
Yeah, miniature spaceship.
Different, right?
Yeah.
So we get there. He sends the people to get us. We come in. And what I liked about Elon is the same thing Kanye has going now, right? They have normalized themselves.
You have to.
It's not a bunch of fucking covert people around. Elon came. He had his girl, his kid on his shoulders. He's like, come on, guys, let's go walk around. And I'm like, where we going? He's like, wherever you want to go.
He's Dolo.
And you
He's
must
by
be like,
himself.
What the fuck?
I'm like, yo, can I take the phone off? He said, ordinarily you can't, but fuck it, you my guest, go ahead, I'm cool. Elon kicked
Wait, he said you can't?
Yeah, like, go ahead. You know, you're not supposed to,
Yeah.
right? He fucking started a rocket in front of us. Like, literally, I got the footage. I swear to God. Crazy shit, right? But
He's like, you want to see my shit? You want to see?
You want to see my rocket?
You want to see my rocket?
kicked it
Like, what
with
the fuck?
us like normal, and there was not one question that he didn't answer.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm like, yo, I was like, I'm paying attention. I'm like, hey, your people don't have uniform? He's like, nah. I want them to be comfortable. I'm like, so what kind of work hours? They are, I could be wrong, but as long as they're at work before noon, then their clock starts.
That's us. He rolls out of bed at what time? 11. I'm always like,
But
don't lie, don't
You
bullshit.
gotta put your hours in. But
Yeah.
if you want to, if you want to get off at, if it's say if it's a 10-hour day, you show up at 6, then your 10 start. Like
Yeah.
And I'm asking people, I'm like, hey, how's Elon? Oh, he's great. You know, he's cool. He's like a brother, like a father figure. Like, so all his people on the plant at the plant is like cool. 'Cause, you know, I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We went in and had lunch. You know what I mean? And the dude was just a cool dude.
You were there with Ye, right?
Yeah, he was a cool dude, and it was like.
Because they're working on something big. Obviously, I'm not going to speak about it.
Him and Ye's chemistry is like great. Like, they're really not only they friends, but
They're actually friends
they challenge each other
on crazy shit.
and whatever it is their conversations about and doing things.
You see a lot of similarities between the two?
100%.
Yeah, and I see
I need to
I see
I'm
them.
asking him.
No, I see them both feeding. They both feed off each other. Like Elon said some crazy shit. Ye had said something about investing in something or whatever, something of that nature. And he was like, I really don't invest, I just build things.
Yeah.
But that sparked some shit in Ye,
Yeah.
right? You know, and people think Kanye's crazy. Ye's
It's not crazy, bro. I keep telling people
I'm going
that.
to tell you why people think he's crazy. When we see the extreme, anybody talking about something beyond the extreme, we say you're crazy.
That's right.
Now, you got to understand this. Our extreme today, 10 years ago, if somebody would have talked about what the extreme is today, they would have told you were crazy.
I'm like that.
Ye,
Very much. I get it.
Ye supersedes, his vision supersedes the extreme. Right? And because of that, he's reaching to that. He told me, hey, look, bro, we're not here for the present. We're here to build the future.
Yeah.
And the future of that, and the future of that. So if we're not thinking of on that level, it's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, straight up.
I think Kanye is so brilliant that it could seem like it's on the verge of madness, but he's so brilliant.
Nothing crazy about that.
Oh, no, I agree. He's
There's
so
nothing
brilliant.
crazy about
You
that,
saw the
man.
documentary too, right?
The documentary just did nothing but add motivation.
How sad was that to see him walk around the office playing those records and fucking assistants not even paying attention?
It wasn't sad.
It just really
Tell you
drove
why
me-
it wasn't sad.
hurt me.
It might have been sad if we didn't know the outcome.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Is
I
it-
love that you just said that. Because
what
he was like, yo, he's walking, playing these records, and like,
And he gives everybody opportunity, bro. Like
That's what I heard about Ye.
He'll stop, you know, like he does shit. I think he's crazy. He's crazy a little bit, you know. Where we at? I'm about to get gas. You know, somebody tells me, yo, man, I seen Kanye at the show.
Yeah, what happened? I was just gonna ask
Went
you.
in and brought a fucking ice cream, right? But Ye's gonna walk in. Hey, how you doing, bro? Hey, you Kanye? Yeah, hey, what's your name? I have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
I said, yo, Ye, look, man. He said, look, bro, my people are what's gonna protect me. I put it in God's hands.
Yeah, of course.
If God says it's my time to go, then he'll let that happen. But as long as it's in God's hands, right, I trust that my people's going to protect me. I've seen him cancel a jet, New York. Yo, bro, jets Teterboro an hour. You know what, Whack? Fuck that. Book us all on Delta, going back to L.A., and coach, and give me a middle seat so I can go back there and talk to the people.
I love that. I fucking love that.
I swear to God.
Just to stay tapped in or what?
Bro,
When you're that big,
he wants...
you have to be normalized.
He wants the
Take notes.
people to understand.
Take notes. Fuck
Take
you.
notes.
He
Take
wants the people to understand that I'm here for us,
Yeah.
and because I'm here for us, I'm here with you.
Exactly. You think I don't take those notes?
You know what I'm saying?
Everything I do is for us. Are you kidding me?
You want to play it?
No, for real. I mean, it's different. Like every day is like I give thought. My wife had a conversation with him on the way back, maybe a week and a half ago, and I wanted to see how she can adjust to him. Because he'll cut the conversation short real quick if you just don't get it. And they had
Yeah,
about
of
a 20,
course.
30-minute conversation, right? And I'm sitting back. I didn't even interview. I just let them have it. You know what I mean? They were having discussions about my diaper company because he wants to be involved in that. And she was really over the design of it, right? So actually the print and all that, as far as the making of it, all that stuff we did together. And she was able to have and hold that conversation, right? Now, at the drop of a dime, Yeah, go from one thing to the next,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's like that.
He switches from conversations to like things.
Yeah, well,
You'd be
yeah,
like,
the switch.
"Hey man, how's it going? Oh, by the way,
Like he'll be having 3 or 4 different conversations with you
Yeah.
at the same time while addressing all the conversations. You just have to have the mental capacity to keep up, right? So what I noticed, because I knew he was going to do this, and I wanted to see how she was going to adjust. You remember, she's used to being here, right? So Jason Lavoie is at the back of the plane. So
Jason."
Justin.
Justin
Justin
Lavoie at the back
Lavoie.
of the plane, right? So right in the middle of them having a conversation on what they were talking about for 20, 30 minutes, the diapers, right? He switched to a whole nother topic that didn't involve her, that involved Justin, and he has to have you right there with him to have this conversation, right? So he says, he didn't say nothing to her. He said, Wack, can you have your wife go to the back so I can pull Justin up so we can have this conversation, like right in the middle of it. So she heard it. So I'd have to say it, right? With a smile, no problem, got up, repositioned herself. Some people would have got attitude like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
This is the part.
You got to let him have his train of
This is
thought.
the part where they'll start calling Ye an asshole. And he's not being an asshole. He's just moving
Caught in the
forward.
moment.
He's moving forward with his thought process, right? It's nothing personal. He's going to say, I just had a 20, 30-minute intellectual, very productive conversation with you, and we've made leeway with that. So now I want to have this conversation that doesn't involve you, that involves this individual.
Right.
That's the way he's going
It's
to
not
see
being
it.
insulting. It's trying to move forward.
He's one person.
Yeah.
And he has to be able to, make himself available as needed.
Right.
With being a father, with being a businessman, sleeping,
Yep.
taking some time to himself.
An artist, a
Do
visionary,
you
all
feel
that.
like
He's great at what he
this whole
does.
thing with Kim is really emotional? Wait, not that emotionally on his chest pretty
I
hard?
will say this.
This man clearly loves his family.
The man is he's a dad.
Yeah.
A father's biological.
Yeah.
Just
I love my daughter so much too.
he's a dad. And not only is a dad, he's a family man.
Yeah.
And he would like for none in the world to be a family with his wife and kids.
Yeah.
And I see that.
Sometimes you like, and I'm not trying to.
I see that. But
I'm not
I
trying to be
respect the
disrespectful to
fact-
Kim.
I respect the fact. Hey, bro, did you stop fighting for FWAYGO?
Never.
When you first had this idea,
Never.
a million people
Not
tell
1
you-
second.
Right? Okay.
I went to the pit. I went to the fire with this shit. I went to a room full of
Hold on.
2,000
You
people.
wouldn't stop fighting for a company.
What would I do for my family? I'd kill for my family.
That's what I respect.
Like, and I totally understand that about him.
You know what? I don't think he'll ever stop fighting for his
No,
family.
of course not. Yeah, I mean, look. Kanye, his mom was super important to him, and he lost her. And then, but who else did he have? His wife and his kids was really what he had.
Well, that comes first in his life.
You know what I mean?
before-
So it's like when that's taken away,
he will give everything up that he has right now and start from scratch.
the problem is that,
Straight
Yeah,
up.
100%.
and I don't mean to be so disrespectful to the Kardashians, but that's a difficult family. They consume your whole fucking life. They like everything about them wraps around and becomes about them, not about how does Kanye feel. It becomes about how does the Kardashians,
And it
how does it
should-
affect
it shouldn't even
the
be about that
stock of the
because-
Kardashians.
You know, like I know, even with your wife and my wife,
Yeah,
she comes from a family. Your wife comes from a family.
that's right.
When you marry a man and a man marries a woman, then you guys come together and create your own family.
Yeah.
Yep.
And your immediate family now becomes what you guys have, right? Now, your children now come before your brother and sister and your mother and father. It's how this
100%.
works, right?
Yeah.
So in this situation, I think I'm speculating. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, of course.
It never became the West family.
That's right.
You know
It
what I'm
became the
saying?
Kardashian family.
And Ye, because he loves his family, he went along with whatever it was to go along. But I will say this: that man loves his family, and I'm gonna tell you like this: everybody's this dude. I didn't appreciate what he said. I put a comment up, and they flagged me. The DL Hughley dude.
Oh, no way.
DL Hughley called Kanye a stalker.
That's wrong.
Right?
What?
Listen,
That's really wrong.
listen.
None of it's not
That
his
man
fucking
is
business.
not tapping on nobody's window. That man is not jumping out the garage.
Let me tell you a statement.
That man
I
is saying, I love my family and I want my family back. So for D.L. Hughley to sit here, a black man, right?
Yeah.
And say, oh man, you should just allow your family to be broke up.
No.
You should allow your kids to be in a household without their father, right? I don't know. I think he's what you call it? He's Illuminati. Right? He's Illuminati. I think you part of the Illuminati. You part of the people that's telling you, hey, go work.
It's called the
against-
Bilderberg Group.
Go work against this man that wants to keep his family whole.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If my wife leaves me tomorrow,
Yeah. D.L. Hughley,
I'm
I
on the
think
glass.
you a real D.L. Hughley.
jumping out of
I
dumpsters.
think you are a real sellout for that comment against Ye
Yeah.
and his family.
yeah, that's first of all.
Or maybe he wouldn't fight for his family. Maybe he's just got a weak backbone
Yeah.
and he would just give up. I don't know.
I just know that if my wife
You know-
left me tomorrow for like Pete,
Who was that? I know Skete.
yeah, Skete. I'm talking about Skete. If my wife did that and left me for Skete, as much as I love my daughter, my wife, they'll be fucking
tell you
hell
this,
to
brother.
pay.
I'ma
Hell
tell
to
you
pay.
this.
That dude wouldn't be able to leave the
Tell you
house.
this.
I'm gonna be in it. I'll be way worse than
Hey,
Kanye.
listen, what's our guy? What's the quarterback that everybody says don't fucking bet against him?
Oh, Tom Brady.
Listen, that's Tom. Ye is Tom Brady on steroids.
Yeah.
He's not gonna stop. Listen, he's in a
He's
game.
gonna get that back. I promise.
Ye is in a game that does not have quarters.
Yeah. Straight up.
He's the
There's
long-
no four
he's the
quarters
longest.
in Ye's game.
Yeah.
And that man, as a man, right, that's known for superseding the extreme,
Yeah.
is not going to stop fighting to
For
get
his
his
family.
Of course not.
I mean, would
And
you fight
while
for your
he's
family?
fighting to get his family, he's going to respect his children.
yeah.
He's going to respect their mother. He's not fucking being physical or no crazy shit. Like I don't get, I don't get what people saying, bro.
All the
It's my pop's fault for my family.
He talked about that
I'll
all
tell
on
you right
the.
now.
what I'm
I'll
saying?
tell you right now. If Kanye really wanted to turn it on, that motherfucker couldn't leave the house without getting punched in the face every day.
But that's not.
Ski could no, but he's not doing that. All he's saying is like, yo, I'm not just gonna let you walk off of my family.
Yo,
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Ye
bro.
talked about it.
Look, I'm gonna be real. Listen,
Really heartbreaking.
Let's be real as a man. And I got a few youngsters in here, right?
Yeah.
And we remember when we lived a young life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real, bro. If I came into a woman's life and I seen a man fighting that hard, and I knew that was this man's family, I knew prior
Would
to
walk
whatever
away.
it is
Walk away.
I attempted to do to get this individual's attention. Bro, I will fucking respect the fact and I will walk away
Well,
from
let's
that.
think about
Straight
this for a
up,
second.
bro.
Listen,
Straight up.
Just know this,
I
what
wouldn't
you
even-
put in the universe, bro, comes back full circle
Why,
360.
yeah, exactly. Why would you even get involved in that? Second of all, it's because like he's bigger than he ever was. He don't give a fuck about Kim. He don't give a fuck about the family. He cares about people are talking about him.
Yo, that's a white guy saying that.
I'm telling you the truth. Let's be real. I'm telling you the truth. This man would get like little segments on Saturday Night Live. He wasn't no star. You for fucking Ariana Grande, congratulations. But then she dumped you for the crazy guy, right? You weren't that big of a deal until if this happened. So if you're acting like you always in love with Kim and the family, give me a fucking break.
You just don't know though.
You need to mind your fucking business.
But you don't know.
Yes, I do know.
No,
gonna
I'm saying this guy has been around for a while. He was friends with Ye, friends with Cuddy. He had been
How
around.
you gonna do that to
I'm
your
just
friend?
I'm just saying.
You do that to me,
listen,
I'm
listen, bro,
cutting your head
listen, bro. I'm just saying he could have been around plotting on this the whole time.
Real
He could
shit.
have been like, "Damn, I really got a crush on this girl, Kim. I can't wait until I get a
just letting you know,
chance."
Any of you guys,
Like,
any of you
straight up.
guys, slide up on my girl.
I'm
cutting your head straight off.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro.
Like I'm not even
The
joking.
girl.
I'm gonna keep it 100, right? Ye and Kim was a power couple that I don't think we would have ever seen the top two.
Yeah.
You got to remember, like she started making moves on the legal side.
Yeah.
Attorney,
All that.
You know, they
She
were
was
both
like
doing White House
crazy shit.
the fashion, you know, he kind of like assisted her, she assisted him, vice versa.
Yeah,
We
type
definitely
shit.
seen the look change, and then, you know, she gravitated to him, and he gravitated to her. And I really think that, I don't like the fact that the world's been cheated out of really seeing how far that could go. You see how far we
I
see
agree
now
with you,
Jay-Z and
I was just gonna say that.
Jay-Z
and Beyonce.
Beyonce has went.
Let me think. Let's
right?
be asking.
Now the runners up.
Who would have been bigger? Would have been Beyonce and Jay or Kanye and Kim? Honestly.
No. With the fact that Beyonce and Jay have already, I don't know how long they've been married now.
Long time.
Years, 10 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
But they've been through some shit that no one knows about.
Couples go through that. We know that.
Right,
Come on, bro. Right. That's just life, right?
That's right.
I wouldn't have like put it in a competition thing. I just would have think they would have been another extreme when it come to power couples.
I think
curious to
I think
see
they
where-
were extreme. I mean, look. First of all,
I'm looking at Rihanna and
A$AP.
and ASAP. So I'm curious to see where that go. I think that's gonna start to turn it into some power couple.
100%.
But I think Kim and Kanye were powerful because Kanye really made Kim way more fashionable. Kim was already into fashion, but not on the level that Kanye had.
What I respect,
she started looking like Cher towards the end. Do you see that shit?
What I respect about both of them is they both survived adversities that could have sunk their ships.
Yeah.
But why now? Why now?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really in the household like that. I just know as a brother, I've had conversations, and I know that man
Loves his family.
is serious. When I tell you serious, I'm talking about from the heart. I'm not talking about serious about he's going to do something to somebody and none of that. That's not his conversation.
You seen him? You seen
The
him?
conversation I had with him, right, has a God speech.
Yeah, of
some
course.
type of biblical
I've never even heard a
theory.
violent song by Kanye.
No, exactly. Right? So I just, as a man, bro, he's going to go the distance. Those kids are there. His heart are with his children. His heart is with his wife.
You saw on the Instagram live when he wasn't able to pull up to his birthday.
That
to
was
his boy's
horrible.
birthday. And he
You
said
think that was real too? That they
yeah.
security tried to keep him away.
He said that on the Instagram live. He was like, "Yo, like I'm not trying to cause problems.
You shouldn't even have that
It's
problem
my
with
kid's
your kids.
birthday. I just don't want my son to remember or my daughter to remember that I wasn't there for his birthday, and when he should have been and when he could have been.
that's
You know.
nice, right?
And then Travis, shout out to
Not only
Travis.
that- Not only that, let's be real.
Shout out to Travis leaking the address to him.
Let's be real.
Yeah, Travis is a real one for that.
Yeah,
bro.
Travis leaked the address to him.
Definitely did his
Travis
job.
did his thing.
Shout out to Jason Lee too, because
Yep.
Jason Lee definitely assisted in getting that situation right. But
He shouldn't even have gone through that. That's
let's be
insane.
real, bro. Kanye is a very wealthy man, right? You haven't seen him show no resistance when it comes to a divorce.
Poor guy.
All he wants is a home
Yeah.
and to be there to protect his family and his children,
Yeah,
and
his
his
children.
wife, in the time that there's a fucking a blackout.
Yeah.
To protect my family in the time that there's pandemonium that kicks off in the world. If something happens, to be able to be there, to be a man and grab my family, right, like any man would, and let me take them to someplace safe,
Yep.
right? Not to have to worry about or figure it out or come to. He wants to be able to already be there. And I respect him for it. Like, some people would say, oh, man, he's this, he needs to let it go. Man, you can't tell no man that's a man
Yeah.
how hard to fight for something that he believes in and stands for.
Yeah, look at the longevity of his career. You know, that emulates that. Like
Not gonna
he
happen.
ain't giving up anytime soon on anything he gives a fuck about, you know?
And like I appreciate Ye for allowing me, right, to be in his presence, to ask questions,
I love that you just said that.
to help him in some business ventures, right? To be around something that's bigger than me, because he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? For real shit. You know what I mean? It sparked, it set a different kind of fire in me.
Wack, would you say this year of your career has been probably just like a crazy projection? Because you've been going like this, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I mean, like, look, like, people knew you from, like, being with Game and Ray J.
Yeah, it's
Now
changing.
people are looking at you, like,
Yeah, definitely.
different. Like, it's different to, like, walking in with Ray J and Game. It's a whole nother thing. You're sitting next to
what?
Kanye and fucking Elon Musk. That's
know what?
just different.
I'm gonna be real. It
Does
was
it got you thinking a little different at all?
it was at one time I was and we all as men do this shit. Every move I made was based on something I was trying to personally get to.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get this, to get this, to get that, whatever it may have been, right?
Yeah, of course. Next thing.
When I made the decision that every move I made was for the picture over the fireplace, meaning it wasn't about me.
Yeah, yeah.
I love you just said that.
I'm making moves because at the end of my run, my race, and all our race is different. It's not compete with anybody, right? It's that when that casket drops and they said we pronounce him dead, right? What did I do to secure my family? What did I do to assure that my family was straight generations after me?
Yeah.
So everything I'm doing now is for generational wealth. My mental is on building some things that I would never see how big it will get.
Yeah, it's bigger than you.
It's bigger than me.
Yep.
Pass down to my
everything you're
children,
saying, bro.
you know what I mean?
Because my
That's
wife
the
always
mission
says to me,
I'm
she goes,
on.
baby, you never rest. I'm like, not
We as
until
men don't know when it's gonna happen.
exactly. Like
Car
I want.
accidents, fucking aneurysms.
I
Yeah.
We all got family and friends.
Yeah.
We're like, what? Who did what? What happened?
yeah,
straight
exactly.
up.
What you mean? What they're dead? What? Right?
Yeah.
So we
I love
gotta
my
do
family
that.
so much. I never had shit my whole life. I never had anything. I never had a mom and dad give a fuck about me. And when I got a wife and my
Who
little girl,
raised you?
the street raised me, bro.
Got you.
The street raised
You
me.
always say you grew up in a
Like I
trailer
keep
park.
telling people.
What? Like what area?
So I grew up in New England, and also in Lynn, Mass, which is like a pretty fucked up part of Boston. Lynn, the city center. Anyways, like my brother was running drugs through the Arizona pipeline. My sister was a prostitute. My mom was a heroin addict. The state took me away when I was like 15, put me in group homes and kid shelters. Like I didn't have a normal life. There was a point in time where like the state didn't have a place to put me, so they put me in like a kid's prison, like a youth center, where it was fucking bad, man. It was like lockdown, 24 hours a day, ICU, or 3 days, you get 1 day in the yard. Like, I was there for 3.5 years of my life. I mean, like in a 5x8 cell. And I know what I'm talking about, because when you go to these places, and they put you
Oh, that shit is real, bro.
they put you in your boxers and your white T-shirt. You get a mattress like this fucking thin. You get a fucking you get a sheet. You don't really get a blanket, and you barely ever do you get a pillow. After you get a pillow, and the walls are all fucked up because people dig at the walls and shit. And I had just been locked away as a kid. No one did shit for me. So everything that I have, I've had to work really, really fucking hard to get. I've had to fucking kick down every fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to do a lot of shit to make it.
Yep.
So my little girl and my wife, they don't have to want for everything, ever. And I'll work until I fucking have a stroke to make sure they have what they need. You know what I mean? Because it's that important to me, because, like, I never want them to go through what I went through. Like, a lot of people go, like, this white kid couldn't possibly be. I went through some shit. Like, well, I have anxiety thinking about it. It was so bad, Amnesty International came in and shut the place down and rescued all of us from the youth center.
Yeah.
And they investigate, like, third world prisons.
This
bro.
youth center was like a juvenile hall, McLaren.
Yeah, but it was
hall.
like a prison, though.
So it wasn't for kids that committed crime.
Yeah. Like murderers and.
Oh, it was. Okay, got you.
It was 100% like.
Oh, got you.
State didn't.
Yo, man, what's wrong? Why you keep spraying shit, bro? You okay?
I have anxiety thinking about it as a child. Like, because there was a point in time where
You gotta lift weights, bro.
fucking staff would fucking.
What the fuck is that you spraying, bro?
It's peppermint. It just calms me down.
Peppermint. So what the fuck is that?
It's essential oils. Try it.
Hey, you got fucking ADD, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So there was a time when, like, staff would just beat
You got fucking Tourette too?
No, like,
I'm figuring you out. I'm checking you out.
Yeah, it's minor. It's like minor Tourette's.
when I start thinking about my childhood,
Let me see one of those shits, man. The other one, man. You got two of them. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
PTSD from my childhood, right?
Be like Jeremy. Yeah, I'm listening to you, man.
No.
Yeah,
And
you know what I mean, shit.
there was a a point in time when
Yeah, what up? What?
try it. Try and spray some.
Come on, bro. Like, we talking. I'm just doing what you're doing.
Is
my
it
brother.
bugging you? I hope it's
Nah,
not.
it's not fucking with me. Is it fucking with you?
No. I'm like, wait.
100. I'm just fucking with my guy.
So what
You
I'm
know
saying
I
is,
mean?
like, there was a time though when
Hey, that shit's pretty cool, bro.
what?
That peppermint shit. I like that shit.
Try just spraying it on you.
No, bro, that shit is pretty cool.
Just try spraying it on you, and just smelling it. Spray it on your face. It'll relax you.
No,
Like,
for real.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, bro. That's why when I sprayed it, I'm like,
so there was a point where
it's some other shit my wife likes.
lavender.
There you go. She fucks with lavender.
Lavender, yeah.
Yeah, I'm allowed.
When
to
I
make
so
out
when I
too.
back when I literally talk, I know you know what I'm talking about because you've been,
I've been there.
incarcerated. I still have night terrors. There are times when a cop will pull up, and I've done nothing wrong, and I just fucking freak out and leave.
Yeah, bro, it's
Like
hilarious.
the other day, a cop came knocking on the door the other day because someone called 911 by accident. I snuck out the back door and ran out the side and came out like
Yeah, he looked like a full suspect.
You got
Like for
PTSD from
crazy PTSD.
that means some shit went on.
Yeah, of course. Like so, when my brother was dealing drugs, we got raided like 5 or 6 times with a cop. I don't know if you guys know what a raid's like, but they kick in the fucking door. They taking everybody to the floor. They kept the shotgun in my face. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be real. Like, and I'm making some shirts. It's 2 ways you go. People that go crazy is because they continue to care, continue to give a fuck. What stopped me from going crazy, doing all the time and solitary confinement and all. You know, I was 16 years old when they sent me to the
did you start
penitentiary.
PTS a little bit from it?
No, what stopped me from going crazy is I simply stopped giving a fuck.
yeah,
Well, you know,
I'm just telling you.
yeah, straight up.
that's
yeah.
why I can't.
It was kind of like that flood that was coming, right? And I knew if it made it to this wall, it was gonna knock the wall down, fuck everything up.
Yep.
I just simply collapsed the road, and the water just started going down there.
Let me ask you,
Went
so,
down there with it.
you know when you
Yeah.
get in an
I
elevator,
stopped giving a fuck. It kept me from going crazy.
you know
Yeah,
when you
straight
get into
up.
an elevator, right?
I'm the same way.
You know when you get into an elevator, right? And that confined space, I can't do that shit because like
shit.
because like I got locked in it, but also there was this time.
Did you freaking out when you got locked in the elevator?
He can't
He
ride
hasn't
out.
been in an elevator in like years.
Yeah.
Out. Because like there was this time
So
when
do you take the stairs like when you go to places?
Why you
Every time.
Why you think
like,
we
if,
gotta?
if you're like, yo,
No,
Jay, we got this.
Why you
like,
think our office is
we
on
got
the first
this,
floor?
$1 million meeting. We got to go. It's on the 100th floor. I'm like, you got to go. Like I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah,
I'm
straight up.
telling you, because like there's this time when the staff would like, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but when you they put you in the chair, strap you down.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
plastic
yeah,
chair.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they had some crazy shit with y'all.
bro. Like, bro, I was like strapped down to, with like the plastic shackles and shit.
They fucked you up, bro. That's
Yeah.
what did it.
Yeah.
I've never been through no shit like that.
Yeah, but I got good at breaking those plastic shackles because you can come up on the side and you can just come down on them, shatter them.
Well, then they whooped your ass and probably did you with the double up.
100%. I got fucked
That's
up
who
in there.
did that, bro.
Yeah, no question.
Anytime you restrain somebody against their will
Bro.
in those type of situations,
I was a kid. I was like 16.
yeah,
That's why I'm.
you gave a fuck about being strapped down.
Oh God.
If your mental or your psyche would have went to, all right, I'm just here, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, this is comfortable.
It wouldn't have fucked with you. But because you fought it,
Yeah.
anything that remotely reminds you of being restricted,
I'm crazy.
it's gonna fuck with you.
I fuck with like ask them like they'll.
Can you drive in a car for long periods of time?
Nope.
He don't drive.
I won't even drive.
You have to be the one driving though. But what if you were driving? Like you
Nah, he don't drive.
Even that, yeah.
Oh, shit. So you can't fly for a long period of time either.
No. I'm gonna share something with you, okay? I have agoraphobia. You know what that means? That means like I can't get in a car by myself and go down the road without. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack and die.
So you don't. Somebody has to drive you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to go to therapy. I'm like in heavy, intense therapy.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yo, he's like, yo.
You smoke weed? Did you try?
No,
it?
no.
Nah,
I
hell
never-
no.
I think you should try weed, bro.
Everybody keeps telling me that.
Yeah,
I just have a lot of like.
How about you try edibles first?
No, no.
No, I know.
Oklahoma City.
No. I think they got like ones you could certain amount
the
of doses in them.
microdose. Yeah.
And I think the more you realize it's about
Look,
me.
I don't fuck around either, but I'm telling you, like, I think you should try some edibles that have a low dosage.
I've been hearing that.
Yeah.
I would be willing to try that.
Or, I don't know, would CBD only
Yeah.
help?
I use CBD.
Yeah.
CBD is incredible. But these are these.
Have you ever drunk CBD water?
Yes.
Does that help?
Helps a lot.
I drunk that shit before, and I don't do nothing, right?
Just relax.
I'm like, yo, this shit definitely, I can feel a difference. It like-
Interesting.
But these are the things I wanted you to know about me because, like, nobody knows these things about me.
You can't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone. Like, so these are the things that kind of make me tick, though. If you understand the suffering I went through, you'll understand why I'm successful. Because I had to fucking suffer.
You know, a lot of people that are successful have those stories, bro.
Yeah.
You know, hey, bro, look, you gotta understand. I don't mind talking about it. we used to have to fucking. My dad would come home. He was a crackhead. You know, he's been clean now, probably about 26 years, somewhere around there, right?
Shout out to him.
But he would come home and fucking steal the fucking rent money and all the fucking utility money, all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Bro, listen, this is real shit. We used to have to boil water in a crock pot and pour the water in the bucket to wash up.
Yeah.
School in the morning. It's real shit. I don't remember. And the neighbors would let us jump electricity from their house on the extension
I know all
cord
about that. Yeah.
to boil the fucking water in the crock pot. You don't understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
In
This real shit.
where I was
So,
from.
You know, you go through these things, bro. The last like 5 to 7 days of the month was we was surviving off mayonnaise sandwiches,
Bro.
sugar sandwiches,
Bro.
the government cheese from the
You said
fucking
government cheese. I know you went to
in the
government
box,
cheese.
in the little fucking box.
Yeah,
Government
you a
cheese.
big ass block
The
of government
kind
cheese.
that after a while the ends get like they turn a different
Like a
color.
brick, like a brick. Yo,
Yo,
so you
man,
know I've
that
been
shit.
to it, bro. Like they get the powder milk, just like milk on it. The can of meat.
I vowed that my children would never
Never again.
go through that shit.
Never again. And bro, these are all the things that I had to fucking go through. Like, yo, when I'm from New England, it's cold in the wintertime. Our pipes would break. The whole fucking floor would be like a sheet of ice. We'd have to put boards down to walk across the boards.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, like, I went through some shit. You know what I mean? My sister, like,
Yeah, you don't
Bro,
gotta
you know what
get
you
all
need
that.
to do? You need to do like Eminem. Cause I really think 8 Mile was really a lot that had to do with his story.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, he put the rap shit in. I don't know how real that was and factory shit, but I think his living conditions, just listening to his music, I think he was a trailer park kid too.
Yeah.
Who, M? Of course.
Yeah.
Like,
Trailer park, like I was having
Trailer
this
park is like a
conversation
ghetto, too.
yesterday on Clubhouse. I was like, yo, bro, trailer park is no different than the projects.
100%.
Yeah, of course not.
It might be a little more fucking dangerous.
Yo,
Because
let me-
sometimes when you're in the projects on the 15th floor, you might be all right. Trailer park, everybody's ground level.
Yeah.
Stealing
Anyone
shit,
can
coming
pull up on
and
you.
shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
Pull up
telling,
on
like,
you.
bro, like I see, like people have died in front of me. Many motherfuckers. Like my
You been back lately?
what's that?
You been back?
I haven't been back to Maine in.
No, is the trailer park still there?
Yeah, it's still there. Yeah,
Still there?
yeah.
You know
I
we got. You know
told my wife wanted to buy it
Is
and
it
burn it
fucked
to the
up?
ground.
No, you know we got to go. We got to make that right.
Go down
Kids
there.
there.
Yeah,
We got to go beautify that shit.
I'm totally down to do that, bro.
Wow.
Like I'm gonna tell you something.
Wow.
Let's go buy that shit and make it right.
I-
Relocate them, put them somewhere, and put some real shit right
I'm
there.
totally down to do that. Let me tell you
You know what I'm
something.
saying?
Make like those new modern little tiny houses.
Yo, these
yeah.
kids.
Those are fire.
Anybody who knows this, and you'll notice, a lot of
Think
people.
about it, bro. When the people say you got to do something with some money, we can
These are the things that I
That's
want
what
to
you
do.
got to do.
take a nonprofit, put the nonprofit over that, funnel to the nonprofit,
Yep.
and do that. I mean, we can't keep it anyway.
Yeah.
These are the things that I want to do. Like, a lot of people, when I go home, and I know you've had this happen. These motherfuckers will not leave me alone. Like, when I go home, and I'm sure you know when you go back to where you grew up,
Yep.
and you see people you used to care about, and they're all fucked up, all pills,
Bro, I be seeing motherfuckers
and
pushing
it
baskets. It's
kills your
crazy.
fucking soul. You're like,
You
yo,
talk to them, you be like, to have them though, they kind of know who
They're
you
zombies.
are. And they zombies. I got a cousin named Alfonso Wallace, and he dedicates his time. He grew up in a place called Saigon Projects in Inkster, Michigan, right outside of Detroit. He's over there right now rehabbing like 200 units or so. You know what I mean? Even though they may have gave him 18, 20,000 to each one, he put an extra 5, 6, or 7 to redo the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Inside of his cut, just because he grew up there. You know what I mean? So he's been revamping the city. It's been an uphill struggle, but the
do you have
people.
family that call you trying to borrow money all the time? The people that are fucked up.
Yeah. You gonna have that.
How do you deal with that? Like, cause my wife gets so frustrated. She's like, yo.
Yeah, every time you go on
The
Facebook.
ones that I know that.
And it's always
no
like, you
good,
ever notice they always want to borrow $20?
the ones I know that
You're like, what do you want to do with $20?
I ask them, what is it that you need?
Exactly.
And I tend to provide what they need.
I do that too. But
I-
they
I
always
don't-
need
I don't-
$20.
I don't want to be the one to give you some money. I get a call and you motherfucking yo,
God, OD and died.
I kind of.
I buried a friend last week. I buried a friend last week from that. I've had probably 15 to 20 friends die.
And now that I think about it, bro, I've been fortunate over the last 15 years. It was down to my uncle that was still on drugs. my mother's brother. My father's been clean 26 plus.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I believe talking to my father, my uncle's gotten clean. He relocated to Vegas or so.
Alright.
I think everybody that I know directly grew up with
Yeah, got their shit together.
got their shit together.
It's amazing.
And then I would assume that's like affected you because you said you don't drink. Do you smoke?
I don't drink, smoke, nothing.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
I don't.
It's amazing.
Well, it was kind of like one of those things, you know, when you're
I don't
growing
do any
up.
of that either, bro.
And your big brother's a baseball player.
Yeah.
You're
You wanna
I
play
be just like
baseball.
my brother.
Yeah.
I seen what the fuck
Yeah.
the effect it had on my pops.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm never doing that shit.
Yep.
I'm never doing anything. And then back then, it was a big DARE movement.
Yeah.
So drug abuse, resistance, education.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like that stuck with me. And it was like, don't do anything.
Do you feel like your wife like completely changed your life?
That's my balance.
Mine too.
That's your balance. You know, when you ain't thinking straight. I've learned sometimes be like, you know what? What do you think about this? No, I think you should do it like this. Fuck that, I'm doing it my
Yeah,
way.
he always fucks up, right? It always fucks up.
Now some shit, whatever.
It's so
when I
crazy.
tell myself to ask her about something, I just go with what she says. The reason why I'm telling her to ask about something because I'm really not sure about the shit. You know what I mean? I had to keep it real with myself, so I just
Yeah.
don't.
My wife always, she'd be like, that's going to bad. I'm like, no, it's not. Always does. I mean, always does. Always. It's like they got this weird psychic shit going on. I don't understand. Let me ask you one thing, because I want to wrap it up with you. If you had one thing you would say to independent artists or anybody just in general who's trying to make something of themselves, what would you say?
Believe in yourself and don't give up. Run your race. Do never hate on the next man. Learn from the next man. And take the little things that he may be doing better than you and apply it to what you're doing.
Facts. Facts. That's crazy.
Like you're a real genius, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
You-
trying, bro.
Yeah.
Like you are 100%. I mean, it is like
Yeah.
nothing.
I never would have thought WACK would have.
Never would've thought.
I never thought you would have came in here and sponsored Dare. That's pretty amazing.
Yo, he started the fight with me, bro.
Yo, what?
You fucking started it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was going into.
I didn't even know.
And I'm listening. I'm coming to support Thug.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
nephew.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
he'll tell you that. So I don't know what.
But you know what I heard about you? Here's what I heard about you. Everybody who's had an incredible relationship with you has had a fight with you in the beginning. Has had some type of everybody that's ever fucked with you. Everybody has had, but then when you guys click,
Yeah.
it just becomes like a long lasting friendship.
The fucking people. He's crazy. This
I'm crazy.
What room were you in? Were you in the fucking Crenshaw district?
Yeah. Yeah. He was.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is, by the way.
That's
Yeah.
the problem, right? So I come into the room, and they're looking at me like, "Whack, you have the answers."
Yeah.
So I'm listening. You know, I'm looking at the app and shit. I'm like, I'm fucking with it at the time. I was fucking cool. All right, some new shit, right? Checking it out. I don't know. Yo, Whack. So, what you think about what? They're like, about what we're about to ask him next. I said, what do you mean? I don't know what the fuck you gonna ask him next.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Jeremy. I don't know shit.
So they just expect you to sun people when you come in the rooms.
No, listen. They asked him, and I was in a bad spot because I'm like, I don't want to intervene in this because Thug's involved.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
I knew Thug was your family too. Like,
My
by the
guy,
way.
right? So they're like, so Whack, you
But
know,
by the way, you should always know where you're at.
I'm so
Because I didn't know where the fuck I was at.
opinionated by so much.
Yeah.
They will detect if I'm like
Yeah.
intentionally.
Right.
First, I thought about leaving the room. Then I thought about going on a fake phone call where the phone's up.
Yeah. That would have been nice. You should have did
And
that.
I'm like,
That would have been nice.
so I'm looking at who's talking to who.
Yeah.
So I see your guy, right? And I start talking to him. I'm like, yo,
John's a wonderful person, by the way. You're gonna love him.
I'm trying to give him instructions to tell him, right?
Yeah. In the back
Because
channel.
I'm trying to understand why he wouldn't answer the question.
Right. He's like, why is he not talking about something so simple?
Because he fucking started it. Like, said some crazy shit. And I'm like, you know, if I say, hey, look, my fucking car is faster than yours. All right, Whack, how fast does your car go?
Well, I can't tell you.
Yeah, I can't tell you that. Well, look, we're not going to race. This car does 200. What is your shit dyno at? Oh, I can't tell you. You got to ask the people that I raced. Bro, we're not going to have a race. How fast does it go? It ain't like, yo, Wack, dude, you don't find this fucking odd that he won't tell it. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, bro, what the fuck does it pay?
He's like, in the future, it's going to go 205.
I'm talking. Here's the thing about me. One thing you know me.
Ahead of itself.
Yeah, he's like, in the future, that car is going to go 210
5 years
miles per
somewhere
hour.
else.
But God damn it, it's right now.
Yeah, I know.
And where you're at mentally is not where consumers at right now.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's because, like, I've always told people, if you ask a consumer what they want, let's for the rest. If you'd asked people back in the 1500s what they needed, they would have told you wanted a faster horse, and there would be no automobile, and the street would be full of shit all day long. Right? People don't know what they
You're
want.
here trying to sell this horse.
People don't know what they need until you give it
What
to
do
them.
you want? Fuck the horse, man. We got a car.
Yeah, exactly. What's a
about a
car?
car.
Right.
Yeah, what's a wheel?
That's where I'm at. I'm always
What's a wheel?
thinking. I'm thinking like
they?
5 years down the road of where things are going to be, not where they are
That's
now.
why everybody has a place. Once I got to understand you, I did a room about it.
Right.
I sent you the clip.
Yeah, that was really sweet of
Once
you.
I got to understand him, then I understood why it happened the way it happened.
Correct.
Yeah.
It wasn't no ill feelings, no malice,
Yeah.
right?
Just-
He could have kept talking about what he's thinking about it becoming, right? He totally got away from what it already is. You know why? He's already bored with what it is because he's thinking about what he wants it to become.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
But,
That's exactly right.
asshole,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
the people that don't know what it is are excited about what it is.
Yeah.
I'm already played with.
This is
10 minutes
why.
and broke it.
This is why we have to create our divisions. Who goes have the conversation after the conversation?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. That's correct.
Of course.
That's all it is.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Wack. For real.
Honestly, that's a great.